I'm going to look at the word presumption. This is very key to what is going on through the assumption of something that isn't yours, assuming it, taking on the responsibility of something. So we're going to look at the simple definition. I'm reading out of a Webster's College Edition dictionary. It says presumption, a taking beforehand, the act of presuming specifically, an overstepping of proper bounds, forwardness, effrontery, the taking of something for granted. Remember that saying, don't take anything for granted. Why would the crown be granting you that title if there wasn't strings attached? The thing presumed, supposition, a ground or reason for presuming evidence that points to the probability of something. So, when we are basically in the presumption of ownership or the claim of legal surname title, and you think you own that, when really you're doing everything under a licensing, which is permission to basically do something that would otherwise be unlawful or not legal in their world, then you are not really the owner of that title. You're just using it under a licensed permission status. And therefore, we're going to lead to a further definition. Now, this one came out of Black's Law. Presumption, intrusion and unlawful taking of anything. Now, that should open up your eyes. Let's read that one more time. What is a presumption? Intrusion and unlawful taking of anything. So, it would be presumed it's unlawful for you to touch something that doesn't belong to you, and therefore, if you're coming in assuming that it's yours when it's not, and presuming to have title to it, well, of course, you're going to be under the governance of the law that prohibits the use of it without a license. And that's why everybody out there is under a license, especially a driver's license, that controls the trafficking in the title that is being presumed by the collective. When we go to Scripture, there was a warning about that. And I'm going to read out of this Gideon Bible, the American Standard, on this. And it was in 2 Peter 2, verse 10. I will show you the difference in how it was translated. So it says, and especially those who indulge in flesh in its corrupt desires and despise authorities, daring, self-willed. They do not tremble when they revile angelic majesties. Interestingly, when it spoke here, this version said self-willed, but the King James Version used the word presumptuous, are they? Speaking about people who presume in that world, and it also in Peter, he talks about these are ones who walk in error, in mistaken belief. So again, we're understanding that the Bible is holding fast and true to the facts of what is going on right now. You're being penalized and you're waking up finding out the consequences for what you are doing. And that's why there is truth and then there is consequences when you do not follow truth and then you act in the fiction, which is a trapping of the legal system. It's to trap you in there. It's to ensnare you so that you are part of something that's going to torture you and put you under burden. So we have to definitely get our heads straight on what's going on here. Simply look at the videos, go through the archive of the videos. They're all very connected and they lead to the same message and they're going to lead to the same conclusion.